Everybody, and this is a special episode of the Mcduff Show. You know what I'm talking about, episode 124, and we're here in Moreno Valley, California, you know, good old hometown at J3K Dance Company. And this is a shout out to my big bro Josh. You know, this is a special moment for me to be able to come to his dance studio. You know, we grew up getting down, so you know, this is a special moment. So we're gonna take you inside and give y'all a tour, you know what I'm saying? Come on. And this is located right here in Moreno Valley, J3K. You know
What's good, bro?
What's happening, Josh?
I've been waiting a minute for you to just stop on by in here.
We here.
My little bro.
Yes.
I've been 4 years now.
Yep. Come on inside.
Come on inside, bro, man. You should have been here a long time ago.
I know, right? It's well overdue.
Yeah, this is your second home now. Your third home.
Yep,
your third home. No pressure's your second home.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But this is J3K, you know. Been building it out still. We're trying to grow. I don't want to put too much into it because I do want to get into a bigger location, a better location. The kids are happy. We've been growing. We have ballet, jazz, contemporary now.
Absolutely.
The first couple years it was just me holding down hip hop every day.
Yeah,
while teaching at other places, so that way I can support the spot while we grow more kids. But yeah,
this is sick, bro.
It's just been me teaching hip hop.
So are you the only teacher here?
Not anymore.
Okay, so you got some help.
Not
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you doing jazz, ballet, everything.
Yeah,
you doing
not me. Not me. You know? But I tell the kids I wish I was able to provide that.
All of that,
you know what I'm saying? Because then if you're a one-man shop, you can, the world's yours, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I got ballet, jazz, contemporary now. The competition team is growing. That's how I started as a dance studio. We were just a competition team in 2015. A lot of kids wanted to keep dancing with me after just being in class.
Okay.
So then I decided to make a J3K Dance Company to really provide another cool, you know.
I see the merch around in the streets all the time.
Yeah, it's just
man.
something cool for them to feel good about, but also it's to represent peace, love, happiness, and passion, because when you're here, I just want to see them grow in their passion and be able to use that in the future as an adult, because not a lot of people push kids towards their passion. They tell them, go to school, get a job, make sure you support your family and friends. Yeah, support your family and friends, but the Lord gave you a gift and a passion for a reason. So if you use that mostly, you're going to be happy, but you'll also be able to provide more than just money for other people. You're able to provide a story, a path, maybe even opportunities to give them. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to grow big enough to where I can give opportunities to my students, opportunities to work while they're still in college, opportunities to be a teacher, opportunities to be a studio owner. Hopefully I could pass one off to somebody, you know? So it's all about growing.
And you know what, growing up dancing and, you know, with you throughout my childhood, you know, all the memories and the special moments we shared it. You know, some people grew up playing sports. You know, we grew up
in
dancing
the studio,
you know,
but
on stage.
Not even in the studio. Most of our memories, like we were just talking about, outside the studio, in the parking lot, in the lobby, competitions, different schools,
Vegas, nationals,
meeting people from different studios all over the world. Because at nationals, we'd meet people from Texas, we'd meet people from Nevada, we'd meet people from everywhere, really.
All over.
Yeah,
all over.
Miami.
And then being so young, getting to experience that, and you know, the camaraderie amongst, you know, the brotherhood of us, because we had a lot of guys that we came up around with, you know.
And I got a boy crew now.
You got a boy crew.
So that takes me back to us when we were little.
Exactly where we come from. And so is that kind of like, opening up this studio, was that kind of like, you know, what you grew up with?
Yeah, I want to pass it on. I want to pass on what we had, that feeling of just being kids. We really never had to worry about the money factor until we got into like high school. But before that, our parents held it down. We were just dancing. We were getting better at our craft. We fell in love with hip hop. We fell in love with clothes. Music, culture, girls.
For sure, everything. Like growing up dancing, and you know, it was like we
had a good childhood.
Bro, what? I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it brought me closer to hip hop. You know, hearing the music, you, Cam, you know, Cam was putting us on, CT was putting us on. You and so it was like.
But it all went back to expressing yourself.
Boom, to where
words,
we are now.
Words, physical, dance, it just expresses, you know? So music, dance, it goes hand in hand. Staging, lighting, hand in hand.
Absolutely.
You know, costume designing, hand in hand. So it's like there's so much opportunities when you come from dance, when you come from music, when you come from theater. They all go hand in hand. So there's too many opportunities to where people say, "Oh, you're gonna dance? How you gonna provide when you get older?" Don't worry about that. Practice your craft as a kid. Grow, get better and better at it, and then you'll find your niche. Like you found music through dance, like you said, but we found so many different genres of hip hop to where we were able to just mold ourselves in so many different ways.
Appreciation for it, because you know I didn't really know anything outside of the pop culture. You know, coming on you guys, I started wearing Babe, Stussy. I started talking different. I'm watching different things. You know, so it just opened up the world to you know, I saw the world completely different, you know what I'm saying, since then. So, you know, I love all those moments. And we've been in here reminiscing for the last hour before we even started filming, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this place right here, you know, I feel like, you know, I compare it to, you know, sports all the time, the difference between growing up dancing and then playing sports later on in my teenage years. And this was always more fun than that. Although there's, you know, you find special things within it. Growing up right here on the dance floor, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely fun. And so for any dancer locally or wherever in the Inland Empire, how would they come and be a part of the class, or how would they do it? How does that work?
I'm open to all ages, all levels. Go to J3KDanceCompany.com, push register,
right there.
And that's all you gotta do. J3KDanceCompany.com, push register. You'll see all the classes available for your age and whatever genre you want. And then we're accepting kids all year long. Competition season is different because we have auditions for competition team. And that just passed, so we're about to start our season here soon. But yeah, like if you guys want to come and be involved, I got adult classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9. But yeah, I have all ages, all levels. Anyone's welcome. And yeah, it's a home. The moment you come in here, I make it feel like a home, because that's what it should feel like. Somewhere for you to thrive, grow, and practice your craft, but also feel loved at the same time. So you want to feel good and you want to just dance and just have a good time. J3K,
you feel me?
All day, every day.
Right here with it. Y'all already know this is a special episode of the Mcduff Show. I had to pull up and show you what this is. We're about to jump into the interview, so we're going to cut here to the interview, but you guys now know this is located in Moreno Valley. You can go
Alessandro, 22455, Alessandro Boulevard, right here by the Jack in the Box, across the street from the Dragon House. Old school Moval. So
the original. You know what I'm saying? And so if you got dancers out there, make sure you guys go ahead and click this link right here to register for your new classes, you know what I'm saying? And come check it out. So if you just want to come check it out, you're welcome to come in and just take a watch.
Come in, check it out, but also we're going to have a performing arts collaboration show coming up September 27th and 28th. It's called Reflect Nation. There's going to be music, dance, art. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be food. I'm sure CM is going to be up on that stage.
We there.
So
we there.
Yeah, there's multiple performances. I hope you guys could get there. Also, you can get your tickets on J3KDanceCompany.com. It's right there up in that little spot. So you just go click on the button right when you get in there, push menu, and it'll show you ticket sales right there. So get your ticket September 27th, 28th at the Marchfield Air Museum right down the street, right here by Van Buren. I hope to see you guys there, and I'll see you guys in a little bit, actually.
Yeah, we about to go to the podcast, so you know what?
I've been waiting for this day.
You know, we're going to do the little snap to transition.
All right.
We'll see y'all on the podcast. Let's pod. Let's go.
Right here?
Right here, bro.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Thank you for coming through, bro.
Of course. Told you I've been waiting.
Bro,
I've been waiting.
well overdue. You feel me? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Mcduff Show. We live on the No Pressure Records Network, you feel me?
Yeah.
And go ahead and click that link and subscribe, you feel me? We uploading on a daily basis, music videos, mic performance videos, podcasts, clips, all that, on a daily basis. And we got merchandise out right now, too. So, go ahead and click that link and subscribe. And make sure that notification bell is on so every time we drop, it goes straight to the motherfucking phone.
Yeah.
We in here, you know what I'm saying? We've been going crazy all week with content over the last couple weeks, and this is one of my favorite interviews that I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? I got the big homie in here, my big bro Josh Curtis in the motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? Through, bro.
Of course, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been waiting for this.
Bro, it's been a minute.
I've been waiting for this.
It's been a minute,
For real.
and well overdue, man. And I just had to, there's been a handful of interviews that I've been waiting to do. And we forgot and we're back. And there's been a handful of interviews I've been wanting to do, but it's like I want to get the setup right. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a process, but I felt like
congratulations, by the way. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
This setup.
Thank you.
For real, like I've wanted to be on a podcast for a minute now. I've been asked for a couple people, but the moment you asked me, I was like, I have to do that one first.
Yeah.
I've been focused on growing the company, the brand, and the studio, and making sure everything goes right. But now I'm actually here.
Yep.
We actually get to talk. We get to go over some stuff.
Bro, I'm glad I pulled up to the studio too and got to go inside. I've seen it from the outside a few times, and when I seen it, I'm like, bro, I didn't know it was just right there, and I seen it. I'm like, J3K. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right there.
That is crazy. That's incredible, and just going through today and being able to be inside the studio, and you gave us a tour, and I think that was dope, and I'm very proud of you, man. Like you the things you've accomplished this far is dope, especially coming from where you come from. It's been a grind, you know what I'm saying, and you're here and you're doing better than ever, you know what I'm saying?
For real. Nah, it's been a struggle, but everything worth having usually comes with a struggle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And and we were talking about that earlier, how sometimes you just gotta enjoy the journey, It's some of the best times, but the worst times.
In my eyes, the journey is the destination, because what happens when you make it to the destination, or what happens if the destination comes before you expect it to, or what happens when the destination comes without you working for it? How do you feel? What do you feel like? What do you want to do after? Or are you just accepting and embracing that that's your destination? Because at the end of the day, I know I have multiple destinations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as long as I have multiple destinations, I have multiple passions, I have multiple journeys that I have to go on, and this is just the first journey I have to go on to get to those other journeys.
Yeah.
But this journey was a really, really big struggle, and like you said earlier at the studio, that journeys and the struggle aren't always the same. So as soon as you get past that, remember it and hold on to it. Because once you hit that next one or that bigger one, you're going to know you got through that last one.
Yep.
And this one's not going to seem so hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you got to experience it. And sometimes with life moving so fast, you don't live in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
You're always thinking about what's next.
What's next. And yeah, like you
gotta slow down.
Slow down and just embrace the moment. Like, I was telling you earlier, like sometimes after a big show or a dope shoot, we'll be celebrating, and I could just see the good energy, flowing amongst the homies, and I'll be like, yo, remember this. You feel me? Let this moment sink in, because eventually when we out of here, it's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be something completely different. And although we'll find this in those moments, it won't be this moment.
Exactly.
So and that's special. Like just being able to slow down and embrace life a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Especially on this journey, life been hectic. You know what I'm saying? But we out here.
2020.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
2020.
And you know we had to start over right now. We had a little camera malfunction, but my pops had just popped in and
That was
caught us
cool.
right before you know
That
what I'm
was
saying?
cool.
And we didn't even get it on camera. But you know that was dope. You know,
12 years since I seen you pop.
bro,
12 years,
probably,
probably.
yeah, cause like
DI years.
since then, right? That's crazy. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's a whole lot of life lived.
Yeah.
But it's still like
Well,
it was
technically,
yesterday.
think about it. Everything you've been through since then, everything I've been through since then, that's a whole lot of life.
Completely different people, but the same person. As soon as we link up today, it's
Same person.
like we ain't skipped a beat, you
No,
know?
you ain't supposed to change. You just supposed to get better.
Yeah, bars. I like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, for those who don't know, this is my big bro. You know what I'm saying? We go way back, and you know, we grew up dancing and shit, and what you've done is special for the community. You know, can you tell the and you know this is special too, because you have a lot of students and a lot of people, you know, that you play a role in their life, you know, and they get to see you in a different light right now. You know what I'm saying? They get to see you on a podcast talking. You're not just in front of the class teaching. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then for the people who don't know you, can you let people know who you are and what you do? We kind of just jumped into it, but give the people a little idea about, you know, what you do and all that.
No, I'm Josh Curtis. Always have been, always will be.
Yes, sir.
J3K, Josh 3000, Mr. Josh, as the kids call me. But yeah, no, this journey, it just started as me wanting to build something that will provide a place, a unit where kids, adults even, could come and feel like they're a part of something cool.
Yeah.
They feel appreciated, they feel happy, they feel loved, they feel like they're not judged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also, it started off as just a team of kids that wanted to be with Mr. Josh. And so with that, I wanted to create the feeling I had when we were at competitions.
Yeah.
When we were
Best
out
times
there
of my
at
life.
hotels running around. When we're at the studio, just in the lobby, chilling, telling stories, dancing, freestyling, talking about who knows what, going out to the parking lot, playing tag. Like, being a kid, and we were able to be a kid because we were inside of a dance studio. And with that, I wanted to create the same thing, but something more cooler, something that has more season. Like, I've gone through things in my life. I love hip hop. I love art. I love culture. I love dance. I love humans. You know what I mean? Like, humanity, just in all. Kids mostly, because adults are harder to mold and to teach and to really guide.
Okay.
But when kids are led the right direction,
Adults have their mind made up, you know.
kids listen a little bit more. Kids will mess up and then repeat what you said after, so that way it still sticks to them. You know, kids might not know it in that moment when you're teaching them, or what is it, when you're disciplining them. They don't know, but it's gaining more love. It's more structure. It's more humbling, that they don't even know that stuff is happening in that moment, but they do know that they love you more every time you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that I can actually present that without being their father, without being their mother, it it goes deeper than any dollar.
It's almost a responsibility now.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. The
Yeah.
Lord gave me this gift. Now I gotta do it.
No, you have to.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And people look up to you. You
Yeah,
know, you're a role
yeah.
model.
Yeah.
And the community, and you know, cause like, you know, you have like I watch all your videos, you know, and all these kids and adults and all these, like, you have your older classes and then you have the young ones and you have and they're all on your TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's killing it. It looks so much fun, you know, being a part of that. And it's like, you know, we grew up having fun.
Yes.
This was fun.
Yes.
And, you know, we talked about it earlier while we were at the studio. Like, you know, you brought that with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
all the teachers we came up with, you know, it was like you got something different from each class, you know, and that was special. You feel me? And you being able to, you know, take that and do that now.
Yep.
On your own. I know how that's special.
It takes me there. It takes me there. Like, I'll be at competition and I'll see some of the kids just living on stage, bro. And it will take me back to when we would just live.
Yeah.
And I get goosebumps because I know, since they're with me, after they turn 18, if they come to me for advice, I'm not just going to be like, oh, you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I can to help them, to lead them, to guide them. I'm working my ass off right now so that way I can grow the company bigger. I could grow into multiple studios so that way I can have more opportunities for my students or for whoever loves dance and still needs to be a part of the culture while building or growing or becoming whatever they want. Or sometimes people love to be that front desk lady. Sometimes people love, or front desk dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people
they just want to be around the culture.
But sometimes the world shows us something different in how we're supposed to live and how we're supposed to go, to where they end up living unhappily, but they can take care of their bills. They can take care. I want to make sure that I build something that they can take care of their bills and still live that passion, that love. And so whether it happens today or it happens the day before I die, that's my goal, is to build an empire that provides for people that are like me or that aren't like me but have a passion for something that I can provide for them. Yeah. So yeah.
And that right there, you feel me, is really, I relate to that on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? It's something about, you know, making someone's day after they leave class and they're stoked. Like, you know, they could have had a shitty day before they came in here, and it's like, you know, the same thing. People will come in here, and, you know, whether it's music or we're pressing up merch or we're filming podcasts or content, whatever we're doing in here, you know, people sit back and they'll be like, you know, I feel like a superstar. You know what I'm saying? It's great. I had shout out to Lil Vibe and Brick Baby. They're two rappers from the 818. And they were in here, and Brick Baby looked over to Lil Vibe like, bitch, I feel like a superstar. Like, and, you know, that made me feel happy. Like, I'm glad I can help.
You built this platform, bro.
You feel me?
Like, it's not easy. You told me you were going from this much, and so then you could build that. Now you got this much, and then I could put this part here. But people don't know those parts of the story. Like, everybody that built something from scratch did it from scratch. And people just hear it. They hear it like, oh, he did it from scratch. It ain't just a word. It's from scratch. He was just on cement, people. Like, he had to build this whole setup. He had to grind to buy pieces to put it together. He had to make sure all of his wires connect correctly. And sometimes it probably didn't.
It was 50-50.
And he still had to, like, balance stuff out. But he built that just to make people feel recognized. And not to feel recognized, you guys see it. We're recognized.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man, like, building stuff from scratch just to make a platform for people to grow, that's basically what we're supposed to do as humans.
Yeah.
You know, and like I told you earlier, my story, like with the whole teaching process, I always wanted to, you know, teach and grow into a company or a studio, but I wanted to dance more first. But I think my path and the things that I got into pulled me away from that portion
Okay.
of my career.
Yeah.
And so then once I realized what I was supposed to be doing, I started teaching, I started leading. And that came from me just going to church, really. I went to go see my friend get baptized.
Okay.
When I went in there, they were handing out a piece of a clay pot. I grabbed it, and we were sitting there just, you know, listening to the service. It was great. I saw my friend get baptized. It touched me. I was just like, that was awesome. And then when the pastor started talking about your talents, he said, you know, think about your gift, your talent, your skill, whatever God gave you that you would do every day, no matter the dollar, no matter what it gave you, you would just do it. Even when you're down, you would do it.
Yep.
And so then I'm sitting there and I wrote dance. Like I'm dancing during that time in my parents' garage working at BJ's.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't figure out what to do with dance, but I was lost. So I was still dancing, but I just didn't know what to do. And so then and I was getting into the wrong things, hanging out with the wrong people, you know, that whole part.
Yeah.
And so then when I wrote dance, I already felt something weird in me, like I'm missing this. Like I should be doing way more. Then he goes, so that's your skill, that's your talent, that's your gift. You see this clay pot right here? It's strong, it's sturdy. It still has the price tag on it, it's brand new. Nice, right? He throws it in the sky. It shatters all over the floor. And this is inside. Like
in front of the whole church type?
The whole church. We're inside. I'm shocked. I'm sure everybody was blown back. And he's like, that's what you guys are doing with your talents. That's what you're doing with your skill. That's your gift. And you're just letting it go. And I just started tearing, bro. Like I started thinking about us getting off stage, me getting off as Josh 3000, all silver, people coming up. You're gonna be amazing. You're gonna be something one day. You're gonna. And what am I doing? Dancing in my parents' garage, going out with my friends, trying to figure out a path at BJ's. So after that, I took the walk. I was like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be dancing. I'm supposed to be following the Lord.
Yeah.
So I took my walk. A couple weeks later, I got fired from BJ's for helping out another server.
Right after you got...
Right after.
Wow.
Got fired for helping out another server.
See how
I
God
gave away a
worked?
strawberry lemonade. They considered it theft, people.
Wait. Explain it. You got to break that down.
So I'm in the cocktail, okay? And I'm taking care of my tables. My tables are fine. A server comes in late. Her table's been sitting there for 10 minutes. I go and take care of them. They're happy. They love me. They wrote a good note to the GM, you know, letting them know Josh was really cool server. You know, he talked about his life. He was awesome, you know. He took care of our strawberry lemonades because our supervisor never came to us. The new GM goes, who gave you the authority to take care of the strawberry lemonades? I said, no one came to the table. Who gave you the authority to take care of the strawberry lemonades? I said, no one. Well, see, that's higher than us, so we're going to have to suspend you for a week, and then we'll have a meeting when you come back. And so I go and I take care of, like, my food handler's card because it wasn't up for another month, so I'm going to take care of it real quick and let them, you know, feel like I'm trying to do stuff. And I was already working my way up to bartending, you know, like, I was doing good. But it was a brand new GM, so he don't know what I've been doing.
Yeah.
But I go into the meeting a week later with my food handler's card, thinking like it's just going to be a meeting, and he said he had to let me go. It was higher than him.
All because you was just...
Because I was helping out another server. But the fact that the Lord was in me already, I just didn't really get affected. Like, I shook his hand, I said, thank you for the opportunity. I walked out. I called my girl at the time, let her know, like, what happened and what's, you know, but I wasn't really upset. She asked me if I was fine. About 2 weeks later, I get a call from Becky Coda. You remember Becky Coda. Her daughter danced with us.
Yes,
Leah.
I do.
And so she said, a couple studios in Palm Springs need a hip-hop teacher. Do you still teach? I said, yeah. So she shot me over the rate that they were willing to pay, which was more than I was already making.
And this is 2 weeks after, like,
2 weeks
you've been
after.
fired.
Yes, 2 weeks after, bro.
What?
So
See how
then,
God work?
oh man, I'm supposed to be teaching. I'm supposed to be dancing every day of my life. I know, but I got those jobs. I put together my resume for the week. I put it out there for a couple other studios. They wanted me like that. I asked for a rate that I never thought I would get. I got that rate. So it was just from there, I just kept building, and then I noticed a lot of kids still wanted to dance with me.
Okay.
So that I built my own dance team, and which was J3K.
J3K.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, handle. Let's do that.
Kind of like Need for Speed.
You know what? Need for Speed was bullshit.
Need for Speed be cheating
Bro,
sometimes.
they were bullshit.
Cop car would just come out of nowhere. It just appear.
And you'll run it back and
You'll be fast as fuck.
Yeah, and
And
bam.
they just keep up like that. But when you're slowing down, somehow,
Yep.
they're not going
fast no more.
Exactly.
That's good, but when you're smashing hit it all the turns, they hit it perfect. And then a bus will
I
just
go
come
flying
out.
off a hill. You
Bro.
didn't go this way,
Bro.
but he does.
Crazy, bro. Don't even get us started right now.
For real.
You know what I'm
Need for
saying? Bro, that's funny. I remember.
Need for Speed's my game.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and you know, I haven't even been playing the game like that, man.
Yeah.
When I do, I play like skate and shit.
Okay. Well, I only play Need for Speed like on the weekends
Mm-hmm.
when I'm like thinking too much because I can't do nothing at that time.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Hey. No, I wanna. I don't remember where we were at, but that's the dope thing.
About we just finished up the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I just resumed up. I filled up my week, and then started the dance team. And it's been since
So that
I had the adult team.
Okay. What happened?
So it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. So the first competition was cool because like I had like everybody was serious about it at first, you know.
Okay.
So like I had a whole theme. Like we were in a nursing home, and like, you know, I was a doctor. There was nurses. There was old people. It was cool. And it was good. Like we placed that Urban Street Jam, but then when we went to HHI, I set up a whole new dance and a whole new theme. We started losing dancers, and then we gained new dancers. We had some dancers that were really serious, and we had some dancers that were playing around.
Yeah.
And then the dancers that were playing around didn't remember much of their dance. Dancers that were serious started not wanting to be a part of the team. I started trying to get everything structured. The dance was somewhat there, but I think if we would have worked on it while we were out there more and like stayed focused, we would have been good. But me, a few of the other dancers like were resting, getting ready, and then half of the dancers were in the room partying the night before. So, bro, this is, you know, at competitions we would just take everything. Yeah. Our dances, we wouldn't just take everything. We would work for it. Like our dances were hard and they were tight. Yeah. But we would take everything. So then. This moment,
we were prepared,
bro.
More than prepared.
More than prepared.
Yeah.
This moment of not being prepared, and me being the leader and the owner. And and then
you're the face of this right now.
And at adult competitions, you go and talk to the announcer right after you're done performing.
No way.
And you know, like we almost had a backflip land on top of somebody. A couple people got off stage saying like, "I totally forgot a whole section."
And they just walked off stage and they better shut the.
Like I'm going back to talk to the announcer, trying to rep J3K.
And niggas just running off stage, abandoning it.
So there's this dope dance crew, Chap Kiss Dance Crew.
Okay.
Right? They're a dope dance company, like hands down, amazing. Okay, like we went on after them.
And they were amazing.
Amazing. So I still had to go talk.
And go present.
All that.
Like, yo, we're J3K.
I was like, we're J3K, you know, you haven't seen The Last of Us.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. We haven't been back. I'm waiting for these kids to grow up.
Yeah.
A new adult team.
Yeah.
For real.
What do you think it was?
Like,
Just
like there
adults?
were some good dancers on the adult team. It's just some didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
And at the time and the age I was at, I wanted to make sure that I'm giving quality.
Yeah.
If I'm giving quality, we should be giving quality as a group.
Yeah.
But
And that's
you guys
your
are
name.
taking my quality and playing with it. I'm gonna go focus on the youth, so that way they understand the quality that they're getting. So.
Absolutely. That because that's a big deal. You mess around with someone's name, Shout out to the Noah James, like, he's a rap figure out here that does a lot of shows and all that. You probably Noah James. Yeah, you for sure. Brick to your face. Yeah, shout out Noah James, Elisa J.
Oh yeah.
I've been at shows, and somebody will get up there, not doing the art the proper way. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
and
you. I like your wording.
Yeah,
I like your wording.
not
giving the
there's
right.
certain things you have to do to be up here respectfully, or else if you don't know these things, then you shouldn't be up here yet. You know what I'm saying?
You might have an 8 Mile moment.
Yikes. And I've seen him get on stage a couple different times and be like, yo, you guys are a representation of me, and this is not acceptable. What if I have Whoopty Whoop in here and this person in here, and they see this?
Yeah.
That's a reflection of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So while you up there, you got to go be the forefront of everybody. They didn't walk off stage.
So shout out to Noah James.
Shout out to Noah James, man.
For real. But I mean, Noah James, Curtis King, like those are some artists that I listen to. Like talk.
Yeah.
I listen to them talk.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Both of them have been, especially for the IE, and just general for artists. Those are some of the people that have.
DIY, man.
Bro, I just had Curtis King up here too.
I mean, DIY.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
For real, like.
Yep.
They're the king to do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And you're a pioneer of that too.
And I because I listen to people like that. I follow artists that mean something more than themselves. And within that, people don't know it's considered a double blessing. Like you're gifted already, right? So if you get on the mic and you spit, you feel bomb, right?
Yep.
But the fact that you could get on the mic and you could spit, but then you could also invite somebody else to get on the mic and feel good about themselves being on the mic, that's a double blessing. You feel good for one, but now you feel even better because you just had somebody else feel good.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't know that part because they're not willing to put all they have out there for other people.
Yeah.
And those two artists that we both named, they do that.
They've gone out their way to
all the time.
Serve the community.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? And
they'll teach you for free.
And give you the game.
I mean, I'm not sitting here preaching on them for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I listen and I've done, and there's been times when it was hard and I just accidentally scroll and I see some words from them that is like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. And they're products of that. And I think and the more we continue to, go down that path, I just hope to, Nip said, the highest form of human act is to inspire. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he quoted that from something, but, to inspire somebody to want to keep going and to see it and show that it's possible. Like, I'm sure there's other dancers out here that are like, I would love to own my own studio and run a company and, be a part of a community like that. So you're showing them that it's possible.
Possible.
It's very...
It's possible and simple
Yeah.
But simple doesn't mean easy.
Easy.
I heard that from Big Sean. Simple doesn't mean easy.
Simple don't mean easy. I like
and
that.
it made so much sense because it's simple. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't do what you think is best, or don't do what you heard is best. Do what you know you're supposed to do, and everything will work out. Like, you're supposed to clean your room.
Yeah.
If you don't, what happens? You're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you're not at your parents, then you just messy. You're just dirty. You have a girl over or a guy over, and and you're embarrassed. So it's as little as that, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do what you're supposed to do, and good things start to happen for you. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and other things start to flourish. Do what makes you happy, but share it with other people, and other things start to flourish for other people, but you're already flourishing, so that's part of it too. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely, yeah, no, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a cycle. You gotta practice. You know, you practice healthy, good habits. It starts to reflect on your life, and you might not see it in a day or two, but it starts coming together. And it's little things like when you get up, and you know, and I heard this, and I like to practice this, on, you know, as much as possible. It's little tasks from the moment you wake up. You wake up, you make your bed. Do what you gotta do with your laundry. You get yourself ready and prep for the day. Boom. I just did 3 or 4 things or whatever. I gotta hit the gym and boom, I'm back. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, you just accomplished 3 or 4 things. It sets the bar for the rest of the day to complete these tasks and whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that cycle of doing that every day starts to change your life. You feel me?
Or even like you said, like sometimes life gets cluttered. And you just have to reset and clean out and reorganize. And then you start to just go.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're trying to do everything and you never sat back and looked at everything and you try to restructure, you'll feel more cluttered than what you got going on.
And not being able to, you won't be able to create at, you know, the high level you want to create.
But taking it back to those tasks, if you wake up doing those little tasks, then you're going to start jotting down what's next, what you got to do the next day, what you got to do next month, what you got to do next year, what you want 5 years from now.
You start accomplishing it.
And then you get a whiteboard and you do it, you know, one step at a time.
Let's crack a lacking. They about to go ride. You guys about to ride right now? Well, hurry up and hop on so you not interrupting the.
That's crazy.
How
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
And where you going? You just by yourself? I'll wait for y'all to pull off. I'm gonna just keep it recording so we can turn it off. That's crazy. You get to see everybody today. It's been like fucking a decade and shit.
It's a Carlton.
Yeah, he'll probably come. They'll probably come down. That's funny, bro. That's crazy because you've known us since we were kids. Carlton was a baby.
Like,
baby, no,
he wasn't even dancing yet.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And then he started dancing with my mom. Up in, remember the church one she did?
Yep.
That was.
Oh
that
my
one was
god,
fire.
that one I remember.
Was fire.
Cool Cats.
Cool Cats.
Which one was the Hot Riders or Hot? Which one
came out?
Who you wanna ride with? They came out on the bikes.
She never got any praise, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Like, she talks about it to this day. Like, I'm not trying to put that out there, but Susie never
gave her the love.
Like she would even come to her like the next week and like ask her to do something without even talking about comp or whatever. But knowing that like her dances just took
They were
everything.
winning.
They were the
everything.
littles winning for us, and we were the big ones winning for us. Like
nobody else is really winning with the young ones.
no.
Nobody was competing, but the youngest,
My
they was
mom was
first
killing
place.
it.
They was platinumed out.
Oh.
they was at the gala.
She needed that praise.
Uh-huh.
Not even the praise though. She really just needed the studio owner to just be like, "Wow, I'm so proud of you. That was awesome." Like something like that. Not even, bro.
Yeah.
Not even. Even at competitions, like she would like avoid my mom. I know.
It's such like another side to things that
We never really.
we never seen. And then you even now, being older and you're completely on the other side of that now. You're one of them.
I am one of them.
You're one of them.
I'm one of them. I'm the coolest one.
You're the coolest
But
one. though.
I'm one of them, bro. And it's real. Like if I didn't go through the things I went through, or if I didn't have the knowledge I had, it would be very difficult to deal with some of the parents that I have to deal with.
Oh. Cause it could get. I'm
wait.
assuming. Yeah, we'll wait. it could get. I know what I'm about to say. I'm just keeping it locked in. Yeah, they be smashing them.
I bet night rides are fun. Huh?
Fun. And they haven't even neon lighted them out or none yet. That one needs gas. That one for
It'll
sure.
make it?
It should make it. It'll make it. Cause when I took it out, we took him out. Me and Adam took him out the other day, and I probably just went here and around the block to the smoke shop, and I stopped by the gas station, put like $4 in there, and those things.
Yeah.
Don't need that much.
That's what's
that
up.
much gas, you know what I'm
Give
saying?
one of them from the house.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah,
Up
bro.
and down the
And it's a lot
street,
more
yeah,
safe because it's 3 wheels. You
Instead
feel
of
me?
2.
Instead of the 2, so it's a little more safer. Even though you still get the little bit of adrenaline rush, that you would need, but it's just definitely a safer ride. You can't lane split and shit like that. You can maneuver a little bit. Easier because you going that thing hit 90, you know what I'm saying? So it's fun, bro. Realistically you only going that fast, like
you're not
on the
really
freeway.
in the freeway that much.
You're not gonna use that to commute really, but you can on the freeway. But you were saying like the dance community could be dealing with parents, and I guess it's probably the same thing with being a football, basketball coach. You dealing with all kind of parents.
All type of parents.
But dancing, you have more than a football team worth of students. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I try to like follow Temecula Dance Company motto and how they run their things,
Okay.
And I'm very small compared to them, you know what I'm saying? So half the things I can't even do.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they know who she is, but she doesn't have to be around. You know what I mean? But she's there. Like they know who she is. She's around. She pops up here and there.
That's the principal.
But she doesn't have to. Yeah, a cool principal. That everybody respects and loves in a way. But I know she still deals with certain parents, but she doesn't have to because she already knows what to say. So it's set on the front desk people whenever certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? Or say, yeah. Basically, it's just really clean and clear, and if they don't like it, then no hard feelings. But you could just find another dance hall. But there's a lot of words before that, before shooing somebody away, you know? And I like that because that's what I try to do now, and it's hard because I have to push all emotion and all personal feelings aside, because sometimes they'll attack you in certain ways where they don't even know, but they don't know that you had to do all this to do this.
This, yeah.
So that when they're attacking things, it might be about this part,
It
and
can
you're
make
just
you
like,
feel triggered, like whoa, but you
yeah,
can't.
but
You being in
can't
that
react.
position, no,
You can't
you
react.
cannot
And then
be
there's
present.
also times when like you'll have a strong point and you'll make that point. Say like you asked me something, right? And it did not make sense to me, but I'm gonna tell you the answer now. So then I put it out there like, look, this, and this, and this. That's how it is. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but da 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 da. Oh, now you're raising your voice. Now you seem so stern. Now you're just, and it's like, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, if I rose up, or if you feel that I was being disrespectful, that wasn't my meaning. Maybe I got a little passionate because this is what you're saying. I'm trying to let you know this part. Oh, well, now since you want to talk like a professional, yeah, let's talk. See? After I already broke down and I already gave you the win.
You just gotta
Okay.
continue to roll
All
with
right,
the punches.
cool. So you're listening. All right, so. All right, cool. Thank you. You know, and then later you'll get either like, you know, and they back down or something. Or sometimes that person just has a lot going on, so it will keep on going. Well, they'll keep testing you, and then at some point in time you have to go, I'm sorry, but at this point in time I can't do anything to help you, so I'm gonna have to let you and your dancer go from the
No
studio.
way, bro. You've had to let that, bro.
Yeah, and it's not.
Josh.
I mean, like, because it's either you want
That's
me-
crazy. I'm not saying that's bad
But
on
they
your
want
account,
me-
but that's crazy.
Yeah.
You would have to do that.
because they want it's not a you thing anymore. It's obviously something going on in them or something going on with them, to where it's not even about the kid no more.
Yeah.
They're trying to get a reaction out of you now,
Yeah.
so they can say this and say that. But that's where you're only as cool as you are. Once you lose your cool, you ain't cool no more.
Yeah.
So if somebody could take away your cool, then they know that.
That's more of a reflection on yourself, because at this point, you know, you've seen it all. You've dealt with it all, and you can't, you know, when you're in position.
Because I'm sure there's gonna be.
Oh, there's gonna be new
stuff
shit.
coming.
There's gonna be something new that pop up for
Yeah,
sure.
but I keep.
You gotta be
my vision
prepared.
on-
Yeah,
you
you're
keep your vision on
prepared.
the
Yeah,
kids.
yep.
And I keep and I.
You gotta be a role model.
I keep bringing up that child though, while they're talking at me about what I'm doing wrong. I talk about the child and what I'm trying to do for them. Because anybody can sit here and point at you and be like, "Oh man, I'd get this type of mic. I try to get these wires. I'm gonna try to do, you know, like why didn't you do this or why didn't you do that?" And it's like, what did you do? What
did
have you done?
Yeah.
Where? Hold on. Are you helping me right now, or are you just letting me know that I suck? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, because obviously I can't do nothing about any of this stuff you're talking about now. So now I know it's a you thing.
Yeah.
So once it becomes a you thing, I can sit back and be like, well, I'm just gonna have to let you go
We're gonna have to
because
part ways.
I can't do nothing for you.
That's crazy, and that sucks for the student.
Most of the time it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that you.
Because
have-
most of the time, if it's a problem student, I could talk with them, I could grow them, and then they
almost
can
like a teacher should, like a parent-teacher conference.
Mentor.
Yeah, you're a mentor. It's a
And a lot of
literally a
teachers in
mentorship.
schools don't.
Don't take the mentorship. You're here for an hour. I see you an
Because
hour.
they've failed. I can't get to this student. I can't get to this student. I can't get to this student. I'm just gonna stop. No, because you're still gonna get to that one student that's gonna change their life. You keep punching. If they don't accept it, they're still gonna know. Oh yeah, Mr. Josh, he was egging me on. He was egging me on. I wish I would have listened. Or Mr. Josh was egging me on, and now I understand what he was talking
What
about.
he was
or
saying.
thanks to Mr. Josh, man, like I actually like knew this stuff. Like You don't just
There you
give
go.
up. You don't give up.
And that goes a long way.
Until the parent takes them away from you. Then that's when a lot of teachers are like, you can't be emotionally attached to your students. But to me, you have to be emotionally attached to your craft, which is teaching the students. So if you're emotionally attached to your craft, you usually get emotionally attached to the student because you're mentoring them and teaching them the right ways of life.
Absolutely.
Once they get taken away, you have to learn how to be strong and wait for the next the next little karate kid to come your way.
The next prodigy.
Yeah.
The next prodigy gonna pop up, but you have to be able to, like,
guide
install
them,
those same values in them.
Because that student that got taken away with values and with morals.
And that's all you could ask for. That's all you could hope for.
And that's what you gotta hold on to. You can't hold on to them.
Yeah.
They're a human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't even hold on to your own kids.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's a fact.
Once we became a certain age,
we're
a certain person. We trying to do our own thing. That's why we butt heads with our parents now because they're still trying to show us routes that we accidentally fell into, but we didn't tell them.
Yeah.
So we're smarter than what they're trying to teach us now, but they don't know that. So it's just
yeah. That when you look at it like that, yeah, there's so many things we experience that we would never tell our parents. Like, why would I tell my parents that? They're gonna look at me like a psychopath. Like, and it's not even that serious, but it's
And little do you know, if you do tell them, they're gonna be like, "Well, when I was your age,
oh yeah, I told you.
I actually
I've had moments where I told her, but oh yeah, we remember around that time. I'm like, what?
Yep.
How'd y'all know?
Exactly.
They're like, we're not stupid.
Yeah. My mom, I know what you was doing upstairs in that studio. What you mean you know? What you mean you know? We were 14, 15. What you talking about?
Bro, man, I tell the homies, when we have these childhoods, when we go down memory lane, and I'm like, bro, I was popping. I had fun.
I had a blast, bro.
And growing up, and it was like
a blast, and that's why we have to do this. That's why it's an obligation. I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, like the double blessing part.
Yeah.
I lived through that. I'm not gonna live through that again. I'm not gonna have that type of experience.
Check the camera at him.
So I'm gonna have more experience having them experience it. Now I get to see it from a Abba eye, a father eye, you know what I mean? A mentor eye. I get to sit back and actually watch the enjoyment instead of being up there enjoying it,
Because you're seeing yourself in them, bro.
Oh, man. But even more because I didn't have everything that they have.
It's different.
Yeah.
You're making it,
so I'm growing off of this, off of social media, off of all this that wasn't presented to our teachers. So they get more from me, obviously. But they also get more from the world to where they get to present more when they're my age. It's crazy.
And it continues on just like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's
what we hope for.
That's what we hope for. And like you said, you can't. It might not work for everybody or sink in for everybody, but the only thing you could do is continue to try.
Yeah.
And continue to make strides forward. And because even sometimes we were just saying this, like, without who else? Who's gonna do it? Where at? Like, where there's lack of, we must create.
And whatever your idea is, or whatever you think is cool or can work, try it. Try it. People only see the success stories. They don't know, like, I had to try teaching at multiple studios. I had to try the restaurant business. I had to try to be just a dancer, but it wasn't working. So I had to try to gain an income on the side. I had to try to put myself out there, knowing that some of the videos I didn't think were that great, But it's crazy because then when you think something's not that great in the
It
moment,
goes up.
sometimes you could go back and look at it and you're like, dang, that was actually pretty cool.
That was pretty dope.
Because you're not in that same mindset anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, and you're always expecting something different from yourself
Yes.
than what other people see.
Yeah.
So try it.
Is it?
And if you're influenced by haters, don't. Haters are haters. They have nothing going on.
Yeah.
Their job is just to hate. Like they just sit there and judge
Talk shit.
and talk
Yeah.
mess. But the thing is, the I want to say the poison of hating. The poison of hating, the virus of hating for haters. Because people that do what they do, they don't care about haters.
Yeah.
But the virus for haters is the fact that when you hate, you're hating on multiple things that are creative. So when you try to create, you're going to hate everything you try to create because it's never going to come to your standard. It's
Yeah.
never going to be at the level you think it should be at because you already hated shit that was close to what you just created.
And literally that goes for
And people don't,
so
people
many
won't
different
put,
things in life.
People won't put stuff up.
You can put it toward
They'll
compare.
make a bunch of things and will never put it out there because
There's artists right now with a hard drive full of songs that are just going to waste. And imagine, and I always, and we talk about this on the platform all the time, because I want to encourage artists to flood and drop.
Yeah.
Because that song you record tonight, and you're geeked about, and you're just like, bro, this is amazing.
And I hope people that do accidentally listen to haters hear this because you should never listen to a hater. Listen to people. Sometimes people might come off as hating because they're trying to give you
A critique
advice
or
that they
advice.
don't know really about. So respect them and give them praise for trying to be a part of what you're doing.
Because they might just care about,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to listen to the
meaning behind it.
Exactly. And although sometimes, like you said, it might be
might
like,
come off.
yab. But it's like, nah, listen to it. I understand it's coming from a good place where they care. And sometimes people from outside, like our parents,
Yeah.
like it's not like my mom and dad get off and Stacy, if you would have did it, like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mom, you don't know how to go. She's like, that.
Exactly.
But they know, but if you listen, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe
You
if
just
I.
want me to go stronger.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Instead of
Yup.
brushing it off,
Yup.
and that's important.
And that's
right
what
there.
happens too. Like,
Yep.
oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. And it's like,
And then you hear it from somebody else, and it
Yeah.
confirms like,
yeah, because they might not be talking about the art anymore, but they might know the business part, or they might know the logistics of it.
consumers usually know what they want. I know what I want to buy. I know what I want to go watch.
So when they're trying to explain to you, they might not know how to explain it
Explain
because
it, but
they're not an artist. But if you sit back and just pick at it, then you might get that one little, oh, you want me to go,
Yeah.
and then it just changes the whole
And it makes the whole song or the intro different. And I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
okay. So they want, and then you can even take it deeper. So they like when I show this type of aggression or this type of passion, or I rap this way, or they like this dance. Once you can figure it out, especially with
Because you do take it personal. It's your art.
Yes.
It's your craft.
but you
And
can't take
there's
it
a lot of
personal.
haters. So, like, when you're balancing out the haters from the real, it gets frustrating because you're already mad at what a hater might have said. So you're thinking someone else is hating when they're really just trying to give the advice that they think they have.
Cause they actually love what you do.
Exactly.
Did was there any like getting into an office building and starting your own business, like that's for some might be like unreachable, might seem like not realistic. Can you kind of talk about the process of how that happened?
Yeah.
Because that's, I want people to watch this and be like, oh, I want to go. I didn't know there was a dance studio, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, how does that even happen? Like,
So,
where did you start with that?
To be honest, like, I don't want to say it kind of happened, but it kind of happened because I started a dance team with a brand on it.
Yes.
So, but before
That merch was everywhere, by the way.
before,
I still see it in the store randomly all
I
the time.
love our logo. Tony Zapardo, thank you, sir.
Shout out Tony, man.
Made my logo.
I gotta give it.
He made a font. He made a font for J3K, so nobody could copy the way it looks. Like, thank you, bro. That's timeless.
Super dope. Legendary.
But it started as a dance team with a
Okay.
brand. And so since the brand started as Josh Curtis. Like, I would use my business card with J3K, and it would just say Josh 3000 on it. And I would use that for teaching and choreography and dancing. And then once I started the company, I just changed it to J3K Dance Company instead of Josh 3000. So it was J3K Dance Company, and that's what the kids would be rocking. That's what everybody, and I put it since 2015 because that's when I started the first team.
Yeah, okay.
And so ever since I had the team, I had kids had a tuition that they had to pay.
Yep.
I started having different shows in downtown Riverside. We would also go to different competitions, and I would try to do. I had a series of Freestyle Fridays. I had about over 100, bro. Me and Michael Tukes would go out once a week, and we would put
Shout out
out
Michael Tukes, man. That's the homie.
this mother.
That's funny.
Nah,
Shout out Michael
he is
Tukes,
the homie
man.
though. Michael Tukes, man. There was times when it was Thursday night and I got done teaching at like 9, and I go home, shower, and put on a fresh fit, and he'd still be down to come meet me at the house, and we'd shoot to like Redlands and shoot till 1 in the morning, and then go back. But that taught me consistency, and that taught me to do what you love regardless of what comes from it. Because I didn't understand YouTube, and I didn't understand algorithm. I just knew I wanted myself out there more, because when you put yourself out there more eyes could see you, and with more eyes could see you, then there's more opportunity for somebody to ask you to do something.
Yeah.
And it's usually what you're showing them. And so within that, I grew more students. I thought I was going to get someone like, hey, how much you come perform? How much you come? And I did. I performed for different venues. I performed for different events. I did parties. But the biggest part was the kids saw that I was consistently putting out a dance video every Friday night, even though I was teaching them every day.
Yeah.
And so they would just follow that and love that.
And keep creating.
And it made some of them just want to be a part of my world, because I love dance so much that I'm going to give them what I have. And so within that, it built consistency. When I learned about consistency, I had to figure out, okay, well, I'm putting all my time and effort into these Freestyle Fridays. Maybe I should pull away and put more time into J3K.
Okay.
And that's when I started thinking about getting a building. And that's when I started thinking about really making this a full-on company. And
really locking in on like, you know, like, because you have a brand that's it right there.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly. And once you have a location, then I can have more teachers. Then I won't have to teach as many hours as I do.
Yep.
And then I can audition. I can be an actor. I could do all the things that I'm passionate about besides growing life. I can actually have fun and do my hobbies too.
Yes.
And I don't call it hobbies, because these are actually careers that people actually strive for from the get-go. They work their ass off all day, every day, just so they can be an actor or a performer. But I wanted to make sure that I can provide for others first. Yeah. That way,
put people in a position.
They're in the position. So the bigger I get after that, it's only gonna grow them even more.
It's gonna only benefit everybody.
Everybody.
Because everybody eat and.
But at the same time, it's not work no more either. It's me doing my hobbies where I'm acting.
It's a passion project.
I'm just having fun. I'm just living life and trying to grow more as a person, of course, and be a better person at the same time. But why does that have to be boring?
Yeah.
Like people have so many things that we love to do.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we use those things to grow? I don't know.
No, hey, you saying something that I live by, too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, like, I've always said, like, even if I never made it, which is not gonna happen, but even if I never made it, at least he could be like, damn, this nigga never stopped.
Never.
He kept going.
Kept going.
He kept going. And he's been walking around with this false sense that I'm gonna make it tomorrow. Yeah.
The thing about it is sometimes making it isn't what our vision was. Sometimes this right here made it possible for someone else to make it. You get what I'm saying? Like this can be someone's make it. But since you have such a big vision on what you want to do,
you see this as a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone.
Rather than.
But technically, you're making it already. You're doing it.
It's just a different level
of making.
Like, you feel me? Like
technically, look at you. You told me, you said, this is what I wanted it to look like
from the jump.
But I had to like take pieces and da 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 da. Technically, nigga, you made it.
Yeah.
If you put it in that sense.
Yeah. From that point,
you made it. So now. It's just time to make it to the next step, and then to make it to the next step.
Yep.
So you might not have made it to where you want to make it with music, but you're making it happen in all the steps that you're taking, bro. Absolutely. So, like, for the audience, like, if you feel like you're just I know the feeling, bro. You feel like you're grinding every day, but you're not going nowhere.
Yep.
But you're doing the same stuff, and you see things happening in other people's lives because what you're doing, but you just feel like you're doing it. I kid you not. I've been working. Nobody really knows this part.
Yeah.
But I've been teaching in San Bernardino County at a mental health department.
Okay. And
they cater to young adults and the youth. Mostly street life because, they get lost and they get schizophrenia, they get into drug abuse, alcohol abuse, sometimes family abuse, sometimes just physical abuse, and they need a place, and they go there for, a certain amount of days. It helps them get through what they're going through, and it pushes them down the right path. And that right there gives me the biggest fulfillment. That right there makes me feel like I made it every time I go to them, because I was there. You were there.
Absolutely.
We were lost.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were supposed to be doing. But we knew we had a passion, and we knew that we had a gift, and we're supposed to be using it. But at the same time, we weren't. We just kept ignoring and doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until it hit hard.
Which it hit for you at church that day.
See, well, it hit me hard before church. But it opened up my eyes at
that
church.
Day.
Yeah, I was hit already. I was on the ground. I was like, what am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a loser. Like, not a loser in the sense of like oh, I think people think I suck. People, it wasn't even people. It was me. Yeah. I felt like a loser, you know? And so, yeah, like, going through all that and then being able to teach at this spot. But what we were getting at was the whole process of going and going, right? Yes. So teaching at this spot, it gave me fulfillment. It grew me, and it helped me in a lot of ways. It gave me that double blessing. But I've taught there for 8 years until Andre, this guy Andre, okay? He's high in the company. He helped make the company, like the Stay and Casa Paseo and Tay. He helped make that all start from scratch.
Okay.
And he pulled me in his office one day about 4 months ago and was like, I want to contract J3K Dance Company. I want you to do all of our events. I want you to do all the programs. I want the dance company to take care of the mental health department of San Bernardino. And I was just like,
Yo.
so, yeah, like I got to put together like my own contract. I put my own rates. I put my own details. I send it over. Like it's a go. Like he's been mentoring me. He's been putting me in different groups in different places. Like I never really had like a real mentor. I've had teachers, but I never had nobody like just talk with me like a friend and show me things, you know? And so that right there, like, sometimes you're supposed to keep going in the cycle.
Yeah.
To show your credibility. To show you are not going to stop.
Yes.
To show that it really does matter to you. Because then something goes, hey,
Yeah.
hold up. So you just been doing this. Like, it's just been a thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man. We gotta figure this out.
That's
like,
it.
you can't just be going like this.
And that's sometimes.
And
That's what all the Curtis King said this during the interview. He was like, make yourself so undeniable that they can't front on you. They have to book you. They have to pay you your rates. They need you to be a part of what they're doing because of the positivity and love
everything you
and
give.
the people you bring and everything you give. They know it's 100% of you.
You're worth.
You're
worth more than your net worth.
Exactly. and that's a fact. And it seems like it's crazy, you know, because, you know, at least for me, like being around, I think I'm worth this. For me to come out and perform, I'm like what I can contribute and the level of performance.
Same.
And, you know, sometimes, you know, I understand, you know, I will get what I want one day because, you know, even if it's a smaller venue, like I still put myself on this pedestal where I'm like, bro, I'm ready for arenas right now. I'm not scared. Like right now, if someone was like, Josh, we need you to perform right now, get off. Matter of fact, we need you to get off for 10 minutes. Like you're the whole opening act at Coachella.
Like, what songs?
What songs? Matter of fact, I'll airdrop it right now. Don't be trip. We get it off, and you would do that because you're prepared. You know, you're prepared, and you know, I think that's my best advice to anybody watching. Like, you know.
Also, after that, I think that's what you're hitting on too. Is the point that after someone said, "Oh, I need you to do that for 10 minutes." After you did it for 10 minutes, you get to go. All right, the next 10 minutes is 50.
Yeah.
The next 20 minutes is 100. The next, because they already saw it.
They saw it. And you know what? Sometimes you have to convince. It's like you have to convince people. The only way to starting the podcast, a lot of people would say no. People wouldn't come rock with me.
Yeah.
But through boom, consistency.
You're gonna do it regardless.
And that's the only. I look at it like this. Without any major deal, without any without any major backing, you know what I'm saying, without any label, without
a
anything,
big chunk just sitting on your lap.
You know what I'm saying, just boom, you know, a couple million behind me and like, yo, all the resources, you know, without that, if I did this and continue to do this and continue to try my hardest with every edit, with every episode, I tried to get a little bit better. In the next 10 years from right now, I'm going to be good no matter what.
People like you.
What are we talking about?
Already did it, or that are doing it, or that have done it. It's the consistency, because now you have stacks on stacks of files. And when you have stacks of files, or you have stacks of history, or you have stacks of what people can see that, oh, he's been doing this. He's
Yes.
not gonna stop. He's I see right here too. Like he went through some stuff. Like
Yeah.
somebody was messing.
This
with
was
him,
this
and
was
he
this
still
phase.
kept going.
Yep.
Like that's that's powerful because even with my journey, I've gone through bad breakups. I've gone through depression. I've gone through alcohol, drugs. Like, yeah, this is my platform to put that out there with you guys. Like, I went through that stuff. That's why I am so passionate about the youth.
Yes.
I don't want them to have to hit the walls that I hit. Like, those walls were hard. If I didn't have the friends and family to really remind me of how great I am,
Yes.
I wouldn't have been able to push through. And so, knowing that a lot of people don't, I'm going to be that guy in their life that gives them the words and gives them the right push and the right advice and the best of my knowledge. Like, some people might not think I'm giving the right advice. Some people might think I'm not wise enough to talk to a 18-year-old and to tell them what they should be doing. But at the same time, I know that I'm here for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed
in this position for a reason.
I'm supposed to give everything I got.
Yes.
And
And you know what? Does it ever feel like it becomes a responsibility? Like
It
it's
is.
an obligation.
It is.
And it's deeper than just this person. It's almost like it is an obligation to God. Like if I don't do this
self,
and to yourself,
because he already gave it to you. He knows what you're supposed to be doing.
you just had to find.
He knows how awesome you're gonna feel when you do it too. So he ain't worried about if you're gonna do it. He's just waiting for you to do it.
'Cause
He's like, when
sometimes-
you gonna do it already?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And we
I
over
want-
here
I wanna
deterred from
see.
our path, which happens. A bad relationship, a bad job, a bad friendship, a bad era. What's happening? Stevie Crooks and the motherfucker.
Hey, choo-choo.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, me and Stevie,
bro.
talked about this. Sometimes, in life, with music, like without having a home and a hub, like that's why I created this. I found myself at times, I'm over here at this studio with these people. I'm over here with these people. I'm over here with these people, but I don't have a home. Right, so you get influenced every time I go somewhere that's not home. I'm getting a little deterred from my path, just a little bit. You feel me? A couple streets off, and then I go over here. So I'm missing the freeway. I need to be back on the freeway where I was trying to get to. And sometimes in life you could get caught up in there.
Yeah.
But now that I know, the next time I drive past this stretch of the freeway, I'm like, we don't need to get off over
Nope.
here. We don't need to get off
Nope.
over there. We know now. You know what I'm saying?
But I might need to hit up a homie that's over here because he's in the wrong place, and I could use everything he got.
He helped
and
me with
he's
my
gonna
flat
be
tire.
better right
I was
here.
double
He's
back
gonna
and
be-
cut. And you know what? Because you meet these people on your path, and sometimes like I
They
have
might
these.
be in the wrong path.
I have friends that I've been reuniting with, from 10 years ago. With the music, naturally, not because it's like, yo, we need to link up. Oh no, we're just linked up again.
Yep.
And sometimes in life, I've always felt like you might go over here, I might go over here, cause on this, when the 60, when the 91 interchange happens, we link back up on the same freeway anyways later on down the line. You just have to go this way. I just have to go this way.
But now-
And if it's meant, and not everybody makes it. To that point with you, and you know what I'm saying, like, and that's what's special about what you're doing and what you've continued to do. I've had some. We were talking about Curtis and Noah James, and it's like the same things they've preached on this episode, like with that last episode with Curtis. It's like it's the same exact thing. It's just not music. You know what I'm saying? It's just something completely different, and that's a whole nother part of hip hop.
Yeah.
We're a fan of we're fans of hip hop. We grew up,
Yeah.
bro. Like people don't like. I was going to school. Do you remember bringing me trash bags and handy downs?
Yeah.
You would bring the trash bags and handy downs to school and to the studio.
Because they were fresh though.
Bro, I was
They
going
were
to school with
still
Stussy,
fresh.
LRG, of the Bape shirts, ice cream shirts, bro. I was going to school fresh.
Because you pass it down. You don't. You give back to what you have. You give like. You can only receive when you give. Like if you receiving, you're just a hoarder, bro. You're not helping nothing. You're not
bro,
giving
you
nothing.
help create some influence some fly youngins, bro. You look at you know all the homies that was around. We was all fly. We was tearing it up when we would be at shows and stuff. They loved us.
We didn't have. We went to the thrift store.
Bro,
we would go to the thrift store.
We were doing that before it was cool. Oh,
we would go to the thrift store. We'd have kicks.
Oh, you know what? Professional pride.
Oh, the kid.
That's why. Yep. That's why I almost did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's like I look back at those moments, and this is. Sometimes I'll be explaining me and Mike talk about this, like how we grew up in the studio and all the dope things we did and got to travel. You know, our parents kept us laced, you kept us laced. It was like all this stuff we were learning from you, CT, Cam, Scott, like, you know, all the you know, big homies in this. I didn't know. That helped.
How good we had it.
How good we had it, and it helped define who I've become till this day. And sometimes I tell me and Mike will say like, bro, it would be crazy having a competition weekend and being social amongst our friends and being out and trying to talk to girls from other studios and doing all this stuff and then come back to school and feel like a dweeb. Like, bro, you guys don't know. Like, well, I was turned up this weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was, like, I'm doing something completely different. It was always a disconnect. And at the same time, like, that made me become the cool one.
See?
And I always thought I was the dweeb, the dork, you know? And it was like, nah, people coming to me like...
Because you're different.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to be like everybody. No, that's how I felt.
We were, and you guys put that in as, and we were anti like pop culture type shit.
So when I was in middle school, I guess I learned that from my brothers.
Yeah.
So like you got it from us like brothers. But my older brothers like Quiz rapping all day.
Shout out Quiz,
JAC John, my other brother. JAC John, my other brother, he was inlining and surfing and into photography.
That's crazy.
So like I had everything around me, and then with dance, I had breakdancing, popping. My mom was really big in theater, so I was watching Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and Grease and all that stuff. So like having my dad. So I think a lot of music came from my dad because. Our Uncle Miller had a record shop, and my dad worked there. He has pictures with Tupac.
Word.
Yeah, he has
that's
pictures
crazy.
with Tone Loc.
Yeah, that's
So I have a poster signed in my living room right now from Fat Boys.
That's sick.
So it's the whole like my mom being artsy and theater, my dad being music and really structured.
Yes.
You know. And so it built us, but my brothers were so different to where I was in that middle stage to where, like, I had all the flavor.
Yeah.
But I still felt like an outcast because we didn't have, my cousins were older than me.
Yep.
So, like, certain times, it was my brothers and my cousins. I couldn't hang out.
Yep.
And then certain times, you know, I'll be with my sister, but she's younger than me. And then there were, like, younger cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd be, like, kind of singled out. We'd be at competitions, and I'd kind of be different because, like, I was in the skate live.
Yeah.
And all that, but Chris and Travis were, like, all the way fulfilled into dance. You know.
That's crazy.
Cameron would sometimes be in his own world.
Yeah.
So, like, even at school, like, I'd have to go to different groups. I'd hang out with my skaters. I'd hang out with the ballers. I'd go chill on the courts with the girls. But, like, it made me know everybody,
Yes.
and it made me be me without trying to be anyone else.
With everybody.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Yeah, but I don't know if that
Found
would
acceptance.
happen if I didn't have like the family that I
Yeah.
have. Valley, Riverside out there, the IE out there really, but starting off with Moreno Valley and Riverside where we came from, and trying to support the businesses. A lot of the businesses are gonna have vendors there. It's at the
Absolutely.
Marchfield Air Museum right off of Van Buren.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, we
That's
were blessed with a very cool venue.
It's at the airport, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on. It's at the Air Museum.
We're gonna be inside of a hangar, and like there's different planes, there's different old artifacts. You get to go ahead and check out the museum while you're there, but we're gonna have a red carpet. We're gonna have interviews
What?
going on the red carpet.
No way.
We're gonna
bro.
have all the performances, of course, but
Yeah.
food, vendors. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna set up some dance battles.
Yeah, they gotta be some dance
We have
battles.
some really, really good solo artist dancers coming. We have Oxy coming. He's a very,
Dope.
very big crumper in the community right now.
That's dope.
I also have PJ. He's from Temecula, but he's been blowing up out in Los Angeles doing
Word.
choreography
Okay.
and doing his thing right now. So I'm very blessed to have those two. I got Stampede D. He's an awesome freestyler.
Yeah.
Straight up. His style is like hip hop culture to me. Like you could put on like hip hop, and when he freestyles, you just feel like you're in hip hop, bro. Like
Like you watching the culture.
like
move
90s,
right
yeah,
now.
like 90s to 2000s.
He like embodies that.
Yeah,
That's
he'll add
crazy.
popping, he'll add crumping, but it's not like he's trying to pop or he's trying to crump.
He's dancing. He's getting on.
bro. So Stampede D's gonna be there.
That's lit.
I have a tap.
Tap.
I got a tap company coming from Temecula.
Sick.
Yeah, and they're really, really good. But yeah, like I have my home dancing images gonna be there.
Yes.
You know, we have a Kinetic from San Bernardino. They're gonna come and
Yes.
support. I have Salt Dance Studio, Adult Dance Studio from Riverside. Julie Simon, you're amazing. She put me on. She actually set me up with the San Bernardino stuff years ago,
Okay.
and I've been there ever since. So, yeah, she's gonna try to have her dance crew come. I guess she was saying like a team of 15. So they should be
Word.
putting on a really good
Bro,
performance.
what do you got going on right now, my boy?
And then of course I'm supposed to perform.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was waiting for. I know you gotta get on.
So I think I'm either get off or I'm probably gonna dance with the adults and do like a whole dance.
like a whole routine, the whole thing, put
routine.
something together.
Make me feel good again.
Yeah.
You know, rebuttal.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, like it's gonna be a really dope event.
What
I'm
date is that
excited.
again?
It's September 27th.
That's right around the corner.
28th.
September
It's a
27th.
Friday and a Saturday.
Sick.
6 to 10 p.m.
Yes.
Get there when you can. Doors open at 6. There's gonna be different things hitting that stage the whole night.
You know,
Tickets are sold. Tickets are up right now.
Tickets are up right now.
Right now.
Man, I would love to get the
J3KDanceCompany.com.
information for you so I could get that up on the No Pressure
Oh,
page
yeah.
and all that. And
I'll
get
send you over the flyers. I have some
Absolutely.
physical flyers with me too.
Absolutely.
So I'll leave you some of those.
Especially, and I love how you're, combining the music, and like artists like, Dare House and Elijah, Stevie, and myself, like, these are like, there's a lot of rappers, but there's artists.
Yes.
There's art, like,
Yes,
and
these are the people
being able
that
to
are
put on a
going
show.
to. These are the people that are going to do what they do, regardless.
Yes.
Regardless, and that's why I really love these people.
Absolutely.
They have a special place in my heart, and as we
Likewise.
grow, I hope that they continue to do Reflect Nation, and I hope that Reflect Nation grows every year. I hope to have multiple stages. I want it to be like a festival eventually.
Yes.
To where like the IE can get together once a year before the season starts and just collab, mingle, meet new faces, meet new businesses, get inspired, join a different dance team, join a new dance team,
Yeah.
collaborate as dance teachers and choreographers, collaborate as artists, rappers, singers, musicians. We're gonna have bands there too. So
That's crazy. So
like
you're gonna have so this is bigger than just a dance showcase.
it's a
It's a
performing arts
it's a
showcase.
performing art showcase. So you're gonna see
So
a
right
bunch
now
of
it's a
crazy
performing
dancing.
arts showcase.
So
Eventually it's gonna be a festival, but we have to name it a performing arts showcase because it's not a festival yet.
it's not a festival.
It's
No,
one
that's
stage. It's one stage. We're inside,
that's
but
so dope.
it can grow to outside.
Bro, if and but what's incredible, you at the March Air Museum.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
at a legendary, if you're from
Some people say it's haunted.
yeah, I saw the Ghost Hunters episode, and that shit is haunted, dog. And I'm going in there with my equipment too, with my little machines and shit beeping, and we gonna figure it out now. But it's like the fact that you're able to do that, bro. I commend you on that, and I want to give you your flowers, bro, because that is so incredible that you're able to do that, and this isn't the first time you're doing it. Like, it's leveled up from the last time you did it.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna get bigger. But the thing is, you're inspiring people in the community to take that step and to really do that, because without that, we don't have that much stuff. We don't live in downtown Los Angeles where every corner, in LA, where there's stuff happening constantly, in that area. So out here it's a little more slow motion, but it's here.
Yeah.
It's
It's
here.
here. We just don't have anything presenting it.
Yes.
We don't have a platform saying, "Look what we have here." We don't have a platform inviting everything that's out there in here.
Yes.
Because how are we going to be noticed if we don't build something big enough for the outside world to really see what Moreno Valley and Riverside has to offer?
Absolutely.
And not only are we saying Moreno Valley and Riverside has to offer, but we have a lot to offer to bring the IE even bigger.
Yes.
We're just a portion of the IE.
We're just support. And you know what? With the IE, we're at this, I think the Inland Empire is at this pivotal moment where the culture and the scene has really become more established as we stand alone. Like, when you mention LA culture and you mention the Bay Area culture, I don't know the SAC culture and stuff. I know it's a little bit different, but we bunched the Bay Area up for the Bay Area sound, LA sound. You have to say the Inland Empire sound and culture. It's a completely different culture
Different.
but it's still millions of people.
lot of us.
There's over 200 and what? There's like 250,000. Let's say, give or take a a little bit, but 250,000 and just Moreno Valley alone.
Yep.
Like, so the Riverside is even bigger. So they probably doubled that, and that's just two cities.
Yep.
That's not including Paris, him and San Jacinto, Redlands, San Bernardino, Loma Linda, Colton, Pomona, and this is just all the places, Ontario, Chino, bro,
Right
like
there. Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, out everything out that way. That's millions and millions of people and artists, and it can happen. And it's important that you do that and go the extra mile. Cause who thinks of doing that, bro? That's like a passion. That's like a passion project. You don't have to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But it's something that fulfills me more than just doing me.
Yes.
Like even last year, it wasn't that big, but knowing that we were inside of a hangar. First off, I love planes.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't doing what I was doing, I'd probably be in the Air Force.
Okay.
Because you got to figure it out one way or another, and that was my next love, planes, But the fact that I can be around something that I love, and I get to present that to other people, and then they actually get to come there to present what they love to other people, it's like I said before, if you're doing what you love and it's passionate and it's growing other passions, it's just going to grow into something that you don't even know it could turn into. So when I say like it's bigger than last year, yeah. And then I have an idea of what I want it to be, yeah. But do I think it's gonna be bigger than I even think it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so many more talents and more eyes and more people involved.
That need the platform.
And so the more you keep growing it, more people want to be involved in it. More people
Yes.
want to help. More people want to be on that stage. More people want to talk to that amount of people. And yeah, so you guys don't want to miss this event,
Yeah,
man. Really,
absolutely.
it's not only an event. I feel like it's the next stage for our city. It's a stepping stone for our
Yes.
city. Like I want to say I think because I don't want to quote it, but some of the people that are helping me are trying to get the mayor there.
Yeah.
Some of the people that are helping me are trying to get Chamber of Commerce there.
Yes. That's important.
I know some of the head people in the school district are gonna be there because that's why I'm trying to present a lot of the after school programs to push for our city. That way, some of these kids don't even touch the streets. But
That's incredible.
but having artists, our era up there shows when you're off the streets, when you're pushing towards your talent and your gift, this is what happens.
Yes.
This is what you can do.
Yes.
This is how I do it. Now watch me.
Yes.
And if I could put up a platform and people could do that over and over again, I feel like I did part of my job.
Absolutely. And matter of fact, you did a lot more than that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I think in life, what makes life a little bit better is when I know I have a show next month. From that period, from booking that show, I'm anticipating something. I'm a little nervous every day. I'm practicing. I'm looking
something to look
forward to. And that little bit, say some of these people involved in all this stuff never go professional quite. But they spent time doing something they love and putting passion into it, which that will, like you said, that can transcend to anything else. Or they could take what they're doing and take it to the next level with that inspiration. And without that, bro, it blows my mind because I feel like, I feel the same way, creating something for the community and getting people involved. And, I've been frustrated at times, but as I've gotten to this point, I'm to a point where I'm like, it's okay. I invite that because that's just new experiences. Give me more new experience. I know I'm making progress. I know I'm making progress because I've heard about this happening and now it's happening, and it's okay because I'm not taking too much personal, and because at the end of the day, I signed up for this.
Boom.
I'm cool with the nose.
Boom.
You feel me? That's just gonna turn me up.
Like I said, you gotta keep doing different things. And then the couple ones get bitten.
Yep.
But nobody sees all the things you tried. They just see the things that got bitten. And so
that's crazy.
Yeah, so when you just keep on doing, something's gonna bite. You're gonna have haters. It's not gonna matter because you already had to do so much to get there.
Absolutely.
And people also, they make up things and they put on perceptions and they put on false details on your life, and then after they see you continue to do what you were doing before those lies and those what are they called when you make up something about somebody? Rumors.
Rumors.
Those lies, those rumors, like
making up false narratives about you that and
so what happens is they see you do what you do all the time. So then after those things aren't being said anymore, they still see you doing the same thing. And they go, you know what? I don't even think that stuff was true. This person's over here still doing the same things I saw them doing the whole time. That was all happening. So whether it was true or not, they still became a bigger person or a better person at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And and isn't that all we can really ask for?
Yeah.
In life,
People make mistakes. People mess up.
All the time. We not perfect, and I know, and you spoke on some things that people look at you like this role model, but they don't necessarily understand that the mountains you had to climb to even get here, and it's not like this is like the
Or
end of
the
the
things you have
road
to
or
say
anything.
no to. The things you
The
have to say no
discipline.
to. The things that
The
I can't be a part of or be around because I know what eyes are on me. I know what people are looking at. I know what people need at the end of the day.
yes,
So, yeah, like it's hard, but there's a balance. There's
yeah,
a balance to life. And if you can balance everything, like you can't just accept some things and you can't just go with the flow of some things. You have to have a balance and you have to have boundaries.
yes.
If you don't have balance and you don't have boundaries, you're gonna be set up for a crash or a burn.
You can't crash out.
You can't burn.
You can't crash and burn, because you ruin too many relationships. You ruin opportunities. What you started building. And and it's like, the quote Nip again, such a huge fan of Nip. He said, you might as well keep going because you would have to do more work to quit and undo what you've already done now. It's easier for you to go forward. You might as well just go forward. You're going to have to do more to unravel all this.
That's
anyways.
funny. I came across a reel,
Uh-huh.
a Meek Mill. He's on his bike. I think he's on his bike, but it's just a camera. And some man was like, "You can't go this way," and he was like, "I went this way like last week." He was like, "Nah, the road is that way." He was like, "Why am I gonna go back 30 minutes that I just rode when I know I could get through from the other side? I'm gonna go this way." Why? Why would you go
backwards.
30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, a year?
Just to go to where I was.
Just to ignore the fact that you're supposed to go this way still. Just to get out of that jungle, even though there's still a road on the other side, you just gotta get through that little bit of a jungle.
Yep.
But you gonna go this way.
You're
and
gonna
sometimes
go
it's
to
not even
avoid
somebody
it.
telling you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's yourself.
Your own fears or your own expectations that you put on yourself, like we were kind of saying earlier, which don't always, which aren't true most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just things we do that to trick ourselves out. Sometimes we trick ourselves out the position.
Yeah.
When it's already been solidified.
We try to find the right excuse.
The right excuse or reason.
But once you take reasons and excuse out of your thought process,
it doesn't exist no more.
No, you don't try to get out of things. You don't try to find your easy way out. You don't try to find excuses and reasons. You got caught, so now you just face it. You're honest. You tell them what's up. It changes your thought process, But if you're always trying to get out of things or you're always trying to find the easy route out, you end up lying a lot more than you should. You end up tricking your brain.
Yep.
And then you have mental things that you're dealing with more than you would be before.
And don't even know it. And it's affecting your whole livelihood. That's crazy. Man. Only on the No Pressure Records Network do you have conversations like this? You know what I'm talking about.
Good times.
And I wanna for those people that might be interested in coming to take a dance class, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Could you lead people to the water?
22455 Alessandro Boulevard.
Yep.
We are right there by the Jack in the Box. If you know Moval, it's the old Dragon House. I'm right across the street. Oops, my bad. Right across the street though.
Yeah.
So come on through. Let's have a good time. Dance culture is dance culture. Now, there's a lot of places that tell their dancers they can't dance here and they can't dance there. Honestly, my dance studio is made just to keep the culture alive. If I don't have something that you want, I'll most likely guide you to where you should go, because that's what dance culture is. If you come in and you haven't had any dance in your life, I'll make sure you get comfortable and you feel good about it. Like, for some reason with dance, people think they have to be perfect when they get into class. But right there, that word that I said, class. Would you go into a new math class and try to be perfect?
No.
So you go
Because
into...
I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to get it
You're
wrong
gonna get
a
it
lot.
wrong regardless. So you go into dance class, not expecting anything out of yourself, but to learn. And then
Yes.
when you're setting your standards to learning, not to being the best or not trying to show off or, oh, I'm not as good as that person. Comparing is the worst. You don't compare anything because you don't know how long that person's been dancing, if they're my assistant or if they've been just hanging out with me for years.
You can't base your talent based off other
No.
people's talent or
No,
success.
especially
No.
when the teacher's taking their time to focus on you. That means you got a good teacher, so you just sit back and learn. Take your time. Mess up those first couple classes. Mess up those first couple moves. Mess up. Mess up. Mess up.
The only way you're going to get it right is
Anything in life. We had to mess up in order to learn.
Yep.
We had to hit walls in order to learn. I had to know, oh, I should probably start by warm up and then stretch. Or, oh, this class doesn't do it that way. Okay, let me go ahead and stretch first and then warm up.
Yeah.
You gotta, you don't know until you know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
just go into class, willing to learn, come hang out with me.
Yep.
I also have 3 other teachers. I'm looking for a new hip hop teacher.
What is we talking about?
I mean, hip hop teachers are hard to come by for some reason. I get it. You guys want to be big, and when opportunities come, you go. I get it. But with me, I'm a hip hop teacher. I need a hip hop teacher. If you get an opportunity, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna sub your classes.
Yeah.
I just need a hip hop teacher.
Don't think this is going to stop you from being able to chase your dream.
I want my teachers to grow. I want my students to grow.
Yes.
I want my assistants to grow. I want anybody under me to grow.
Yeah.
And I want them to have a home. So while you're growing, if you become something mid-season and you know that it's a big opportunity, I'll figure it out because that's my job as a dance studio owner. For some reason, some owners think that it's a teacher's job or obligation to be stuck with you forever. But come on, let's be realistic. Can dance teachers live off of teaching a couple classes a week? Nah. But if they have a place, a dance home, where they can teach multiple classes all week, and then they actually have opportunities to go and become more, but they can still come back home, most likely you're going to keep growing. You're going to keep winning.
Because you have the space to.
And you have this love.
Yes.
You're not just a employer.
And that's you have a place where you can nurture that love. You can improve on it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't leave when you walk in there. It only increases. You know what I'm saying? And it's like home. It's home. It's a second home. You know what I'm saying?
I want all my students to be able to leave for college and come back if they leave. You know, like if they don't leave, then I want to be able to provide something for them to do while they're still there.
Absolutely.
Like, it should be another home, because you should have a home, and then you should have somewhere where you can do your passion, your heart, and your love.
That gives you
that
same essence
feeling.
of the yes. Hey, yo, come on now. If you're looking to take any dance classes, J3K, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have the link in the description and all that. Hey, man, thank you for coming through, bro. This is epic. Hey.
I've been waiting for this. I'm proud of you.
Thank you,
I'm
bro.
excited to see where this goes.
Absolutely.
In 6 months to a year,
yes.
2 years. Like, I hope I get back in here soon.
No, this is part 1. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have more. Love to have you back. I tell this to every artist. Like, after you come through, like, you know, I'm gonna hit you up whether it's next month or in a few weeks, whatever. What are you doing? You busy this day? No, I'm chilling. Let's pod. You feel me? Because there's so much more. This is just breaking the ice.
We got a pod after the event.
Yes.
We'll get in here after the event.
Maybe before and after.
Maybe I'll set you up a corner
Yeah,
at the event.
something like that.
We podcast at the event, bro.
Hey, that might be something we could do, bro. That might be lit, be interviewing everybody while we there type.
You might.
That would be fun.
I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
But Jasper Boys are gonna be there. Shout out to Jasper Boys. I forgot to say, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be rocking the show.
Absolutely.
Wardell, he's gonna be rocking the stage, helping me out. It's gonna be a very, very good event, guys. So come through, support, have a good time.
Yes.
And meet some new people.
What day was that? One more time.
September 27th
September
and 28th.
And the 28th, yo.
6 to 10.
You feel? And I'm gonna post the link and everything and the information where you can buy your tickets in the description below the video. So y'all go ahead and get y'all tickets now. Stop playtiming because they going fast. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a very good day.
Yes.
And you know,
guys be posting on Moreno Valley Matters. This is what matters.
Yes.
This is what matters.
Come on now.
Let's go.
And y'all already know the drill. Go ahead and click that link and subscribe. Stay up to date with everything. No pressure. You know what I'm talking about. We're uploading on a daily basis. We got music videos, mic content. We got so much content. It's getting flooded all week. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that notification bell is on. So every time we drop, it goes straight to the phone. And until next time, everybody. This was the Josh Curtis, part 1 interview.
J3K all day, every day.
Feel me, the J3K
all day, every day.
You know what? Maybe I'll get you and Cam and Stevie out here one of these days, type of shit.
Oh, reminiscing. We have some stories.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
know. I'm gonna have to hide these stories from the kids.
Y'all gonna have to buy the subscription and get those. That's the Patreon episodes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, until next time, everybody. Peace and love. We out of here.